Hi, I'm Greg. In this video, I will show you how to log your training in the Olywlog web application. In case you were wondering why the screen is so small, I'm doing this on my smartphone. So once you're logged in and you are on your dashboard, you just have to push the Log Your Training button. And then, under the session, you have to find a fantasy name for your session. So for today, for me, it was Snatch Training. So I'm just gonna enter Snatch Practice. Right there. The training day is today, but you can add a different day in a calendar if you wish. You can enter when you started your training. I started mine at 9 and then I finished around 9:50. You don't have to specify the end date and time of your training. It's just there, so it might be useful. Then you can specify the privacy. You can go from public, which makes your training visible to everyone, to private, where only you can see it, and for the group, if you are a member of a team, you can just make your workout visible to your teammates. After all that comes the exercise selection. You can select from many predefined exercises. Since it was the snatch training for me, I just practiced the snatch. And then I also did snatch high pull to snatch complex. Snatch high pull to snatch. That was it for the first session of today. So I just click continue, and at this page you can add the weight, the repetitions, and the sets. So my working set started at 61 kilogram. I did that for 3 repetitions for 1 set, and I made all those lifts. So you can specify here if you miss or make a lift. That was a make. I just add 1 more set because I went up in kilograms. I went to 71. Did that for 3 again and 1 set. Then I went even further. I went up to 76.5. Did 3, but at this weight I did 2 sets and made all of those. That was pretty much the first part of my training. And once I did all that, I went on doing my snatch high pull, snatch combinations. I went up to 81.5 kilograms. Did 2 reps. That is, I did 1 set of this complex and made those lifts. And then I went up to 87.5. Did that again, but because the first set wasn't really good, the weight pulled me forward, I did 1 more at this weight. And that was pretty much it for the snatch high pull snatch complex. After the second set at 87, I went back to snatching. So I did snatch the 87.5 for 1 rep, and I made that. Then I went up to 91 kilos, did that. However, I missed the first rep. So you can I recorded here. Then after some rest, it was mainly a focus issue. Like I knew I can do this weight, so I went back, did it. It was a make, went up to 95. Tried it 3 times, but I missed all of them. So that was a sad finish of my snatch training. Now, here you can see everything detailed, like what the weight were, how many reps, how many sets I went, of which complex, which exercise. You have your simple statistics, all the reps performed with the total load of each exercise, and the average weight, which is the absolute average intensity of the workout. This was a pretty good one. I felt good, and I decided that I do some more after a little rest. So after about 20 minutes of rest, I started doing 2 front squats and 1 jerks, and then I also did 2 clean high pulls and 1 cleans. Alright, so as you can see, you can add exercises later, so you don't have to necessarily specify all of them. And the idea would be for adding all the sets, weights, and repetitions on the go. So you can do that. That's one of the reasons I show this to you on a mobile. I'm not going to bore you with the details of what my weights were for these additional exercises. I just want to show you that you can update the time and the privacy as well. So this way my training went up to 10:50, so it was almost a two hour session. I take long warm-ups, so wasn't necessarily 2 hours, including the warm-up. So once you update that, then that's it. If you want to see the statistics in a bigger picture, you just have to go back to the dashboard. You can see that the snatch workout was already added to the snatch brief part as the latest workout. You have a calendar overview, repetition, volume, and averages, which might look better if I just turn the screen here, so you can see how the average absolute intensity of my training goes up on these training days. And yeah, once I specify the clean and jerk numbers, it's gonna be there as well. Alright, hope you enjoyed. Take care and lift big.